All right, so we're going to take a deep dive today to something that's probably on everyone's mind.
Definitely top of mind for a lot of folks.
Yeah, especially this time of year, as we're all kind of, looking ahead to the new year and planning our budgets and all that good stuff. And that's Social Security payments.
That's right. It's always a hot topic.
It is. So we got a ton of info here about the March 2025 schedule. And I got to say, there's some surprises in here.
Oh, yeah, there are definitely some things that folks will want to be aware of.
Some quirks in the system that could work to your advantage if you know how to play it, right?
Exactly. Knowledge is power when it comes to Social Security.
Couldn't agree more. So we're going to break it all down for you today. Talk about early payments, potential for double payments later in the year, and maybe some things to watch out for so you can really maximize those benefits.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so first things first, I know a lot of folks listening are probably on SSI,
A large portion of our audience, for sure.
and I'm seeing something pretty interesting here. It looks like you might actually get your March payment a little earlier than usual.
That's right. There's a little calendar quirk this time around.
Now, I'm not going to spoil the exact date just yet, but let's just say if you're used to getting that SSI payment on the first of the month, you might want to check your bank account a little earlier in February.
A nice little surprise for some folks.
Right. So why is this happening? Well, there's this rule that SSI payments can't be processed on weekends.
Ah, that makes sense.
And guess what? March 1st falls on a Saturday this year.
So they bump it up.
Exactly. The Social Security Administration is going to bump it up to the closest business day. So that means a little extra time to put that money to work for you.
Little head start on March.
Now we've got another group of folks who get their payments early in the month, too. Those who've been receiving Social Security benefits since before May 1997.
The veterans of the system.
Right. They've been navigating this landscape for a while. Their payment date is coming up fast again. I'm not going to spill the beans on the exact day just yet.
Got to keep them in suspense.
But it's definitely going to be within the first few days of March. Now, you see a pro tip for everyone, double check your bank statements, make sure everything's accurate, and that deposit hits your account as expected.
Good advice. It's always better to catch any errors early on.
Absolutely can save you a lot of headaches down the line. Okay, so we've talked about our early birds now. For the majority of you, payments are based on when you were born.
Right, the birthday system.
This system can feel a little like waiting for your birthday all over again.
It definitely creates a staggered schedule, that's for sure.
But the good news is it also gives you a chance to really plan ahead. We're going to break down that birthday-based schedule in detail a little later. But first, I want to drop a little bombshell on you, something that could really boost your budget later in the year. Are you ready for this?
Hit me with it.
November is going to be an exciting month for SSI recipients.
Oh, how so?
Double payment month. You heard that right. If you're on SSI, you're actually going to receive 2 payments in November.
Wow, that's big.
It's a rare occurrence, but it happens because of how the calendar lines up with the payment schedule. Think of it as a bonus opportunity to really get ahead financially.
Gotta love a little bonus.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Double the money, double the fun.
Who wouldn't think that?
But before you go booking that dream vacation,
Hold your horses.
let's talk strategy.
Right, gotta be smart about this.
It's important to approach this with a plan. Think of it as a chance to supercharge your financial goals. Maybe you've got some credit card debt you want to tackle or a down payment you're saving for. This could be the boost you need to reach those milestones faster.
Turning a double payment into a double win.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, I know budgeting isn't always the most exciting topic,
Not exactly a party starter.
but it's the key to really making this work for you.
It really is. You gotta be in control of your money.
All right, before we dive into the birthday payment schedule, I want to touch on something that's always a hot topic when it comes to Social Security, the COLA increase.
Yeah, the cost of living adjustment, always a lot of buzz around that.
So the good news is you are getting a raise this year.
Always good to hear.
That's right. For 2025, the COLA increases 2.5%. This means your monthly payments will be slightly higher than they were last year.
Not a huge jump, but hey, every little bit helps.
Exactly. Now, I know 2.5% might not sound like a huge jump,
Yeah, in this economy.
but remember, every little bit adds up, especially over time, and this increase is designed to help protect your purchasing power. It's all about making sure your benefits can keep up with the rising cost of, well, everything.
Trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Okay, let's get back to that birthday-based payment schedule. I know a lot of you have been waiting patiently for those specific dates.
The moment of truth.
So if your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, you'll want to mark your calendar for March 12th. That's when your payment should arrive.
Got it.
And for those born between the 11th and the 20th, you can expect your payment on March 19th.
Makes sense.
Finally, if you were born between the 21st and the 31st, your payment will be deposited on March 26th.
So no matter what, by the end of March, you'll have your money.
Exactly. So there you have it, the March 2025 Social Security payment schedule.
All laid out nice and clear.
Now we've covered the dates, but we've only just scratched the surface of how you can make this information work for you.
Oh yeah, there's so much more to dive into.
Exactly. We're going to talk about some strategies for maximizing your benefits and really making your money work harder for you, but we're going to save that for part 2 of our deep dive. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after a quick break.
All right, so we're back and ready to dive into some strategies that could really help you boost your Social Security benefits.
All right, let's get strategic.
So we talked about making the most of the upcoming payment schedule, even getting a little bonus in November with that double payment for SFI recipients. But now let's talk about the long game.
The long view.
Exactly. How can you set yourself up for success down the road when it comes to Social Security?
Well, there are definitely some things you can do to maximize your benefits.
And to help us navigate this, I've got our expert here ready to drop some serious knowledge bombs.
I'm ready when you are. All right, let's talk about something called delayed retirement credits.
Ah, yes, this is a powerful strategy.
This is where things get really interesting, especially if you're thinking about when to start claiming your Social Security benefits. You know, how you can start collecting as early as 62.
Yeah, a lot of people choose to do that.
Right, but here's the thing. For every year you delay taking those benefits beyond your full retirement age, which is 67 for most of us, your benefit amount actually increases.
You get rewarded for your patience.
We're talking potentially hundreds of dollars more each month for the rest of your life.
That's right, it can really add up.
So it's like a reward for being patient.
Exactly, you're investing in your future self.
Now, I know what some folks might be thinking waiting longer means missing out on years of potential income.
That's a common concern.
But let's look at it this way. It's like investing in your future self. You're choosing to receive a larger payment for a longer period of time, and that can make a huge difference in your financial security down the road.
It's about playing the long game.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right balance for your individual situation, but the potential gains from delaying retirement are definitely worth considering.
Absolutely, it's a conversation worth having.
Now let's switch gears and talk about something that's especially important for married couples' spousal benefits.
Oh, yes, this is a big one.
This is something a lot of people don't realize they might be eligible for.
A lot of folks overlook this.
So even if you've never worked a day in your life, you might still be able to receive benefits based on your spouse's work record.
That's right. It's all about making sure you're getting everything you're entitled to.
And trust me, every dollar counts, especially as we navigate these uncertain economic times.
Social Security is designed to be a safety net for folks.
It's all about having that peace of mind, knowing that you've got a source of income you can rely on during your retirement years.
And spousal benefits are a crucial part of that for many couples.
Okay, before we wrap things up, I want to emphasize something we touched on earlier, setting up direct deposit for your benefits.
Oh, that's a must.
Seriously, it is the fastest and most secure way to receive your payments. No more waiting for checks in the mail, no risk of them getting lost or stolen.
Plus, it's just so much more convenient.
Right. It's all about making things easier and more efficient. Now, another tip, and this is a big one, familiarize yourself with the Social Security website.
The website is a gold mine of information.
It really is. You can access your statement, track your earnings history, even estimate your future benefits.
It's like having your own personal Social Security command center.
I love that analogy. So spend some time exploring the website. It's a valuable resource that can help you stay informed and in control of your benefits.
Couldn't agree. More knowledge is power.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about delayed retirement credits, spousal benefits, the importance of direct deposit, and the Social Security website. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that we need to discuss, and that's working while collecting benefits.
Ah, yes, that's another area where there are some rules and strategies to be aware of.
Exactly. So stay tuned because we're about to unpack that in part 3 of our deep dive. Okay, so we're back, and we're tackling the final piece of the Social Security puzzle, working while collecting benefits.
This is a big one for a lot of people.
It is because, people are living longer, they're staying active, they might want to continue working even after they start receiving their benefits.
Absolutely. It's all about finding that balance between work and retirement.
Exactly. So let's break it down. If you're under your full retirement age and you're working and collecting Social Security benefits at the same time, there's a limit on how much you can earn before your benefits are affected.
Right. There's an earnings test.
And for 2025, that limit is, let me just double check here.
I think it's around 21,000, something like that.
Yeah, 21,240 to be exact.
There you go.
So if you earn more than that, the Social Security Administration will deduct a portion of your benefits.
But here's the thing. It's not like you lose that money forever.
Exactly. It gets credited back to you later when you reach your full retirement age, so it's more like a temporary adjustment.
Like a delayed gratification kind of thing.
I like that delayed gratification, so you're not really losing out in the long run.
Right. It all evens out eventually.
Now, once you reach your full retirement age, you can earn as much as you want without affecting your benefits.
That's when the earnings test goes away.
Freedom. So that's something to keep in mind as you're planning your retirement. If you're thinking about working part-time or maybe starting a side hustle after you reach full retirement age, go for it. Your Social Security benefits are safe.
It's all about finding what works best for you and your lifestyle.
All right, so I think we've covered just about everything when it comes to Social Security benefits. We've talked about the March 2025 payment schedule, that double payment in November for SSI recipient strategies for maximizing your benefits, like delaying retirement and spousal benefits, the importance of direct deposit, the Social Security website, and even working while collecting benefits.
We've left no stone unturned.
I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
Definitely a lot of valuable information to digest.
So my final piece of advice is this. Take charge of your Social Security journey. Do your research, explore your options, and make informed decisions that are right for you and your financial goals.
Don't be afraid to reach out for help if you need it. There are resources available to guide you through this process.
Absolutely. And remember, Social Security is there to support you during your retirement years, so make sure you're getting the most out of this valuable program. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Social Security. We'll catch you next time with more insights and expert advice to help you navigate the world of personal finance.